are fucked and nobody seems to care. Oh my, we need a full factory fucking reset.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll look at how several women are reaching their 30s without ever having had a boyfriend, and how this is leading them to desperation, wondering if they themselves are the problem. Before we begin, we ask you for a small favor. Like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment with your experience or insight. Thanks to you, this content can reach even farther. Now, let's get into today's topic.
Excuse me, are you single?
Yes.
Do you believe in destiny when it comes to love?
Yeah.
And how long have you been single for?
I've never had a boyfriend. So yeah, for like my whole life, I guess. So,
have you dated?
Yeah, I've been on some dates, but like never like got anywhere further with it.
Yeah, you haven't caught the butterflies?
Nah.
Yeah, fair enough. And what are the key things you look for in a partner?
I think being like, just having that inner joy, like, like they've got that still childlike sense of like wonder, you know what I mean? That type of thing, yeah.
Yeah. So innocence.
Yeah, innocence, yeah.
And has that changed? What you first thought you wanted in a partner now that you've been on a few dates?
Yeah, do you know, I would say so, because I think I wanted someone a bit more like kind of, rough and like, rustic more. And so then I was like, they didn't feel like they kind of listened to me or, like understood me in any way, you know what I mean? So yeah, I would say so, yeah. Has changed, definitely.
Nice. And can you tell us about one of those dates you've been on? Like, what did you do?
Oh, we went out to the movies, and then, I don't know, he just like was straight to like grabbing my thigh, and I was like, oh, all right.
Awkward.
I was like, I mean, that's a definitely a step. So yeah.
Yeah. Are you open to love?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
So are you currently dating or on apps or anything? No,
I don't like dating apps. I feel weirdly kind of superficial and yeah.
Lastly, what is your name?
Oh, Talia.
Judging by her accent, I doubt Talia is American. She sounds more European, probably from the north. She doesn't confirm it, but you can tell by the way she speaks. What's interesting is what she reveals. Talia says she's attracted to masculine men, someone rugged, in short, manly. She also gives the impression of being a young woman, with a certain innocence and fairly traditional ideas about relationships. What do you think? Did you notice the same thing in the way she expresses herself?
I'm 26 and I've never had a boyfriend. I want to talk about the side of being a late bloomer where you compare yourself because you feel like you're behind. It's really hard when everyone around you is in relationships or dating or they've all experienced things by now and you're a bit older and you haven't. You don't really see people saying that it's okay that you haven't. You do feel like you're behind. But I'm learning that I'm not and that it's okay not to rush. And I'm fighting to get late bloomers seen a bit more. And I'm hoping more people will talk about it. And no, there's nothing wrong with you. You're exactly where you're meant to be. And if you're not ready for all that kind of stuff, that's absolutely fine. I just want you to know you're not alone. This is such a common thing. Don't let the world make you feel like you're less because you haven't experienced these things. You are amazing. You are good enough.
Woman, you're almost 30 and you're still waiting. Waiting for what exactly? For a Prince Charming from the top 1%? For life to pause until the perfect man shows up? That's not how it works. The problem isn't that there aren't enough men. There are plenty of single men out there. The problem is that most women have their eyes set on that small percentage of top 10% men, the same ones everyone else wants too. And of course, those men know they have options, so they don't commit. Meanwhile, you keep rejecting average men, the ones who are actually willing to build something, and time keeps ticking.
Okay, I'm 25, chronically single. I've never had a boyfriend in my whole life. Let's talk about it. So I've said this in a few of my TikToks, and a lot of people always have something to say about it. People will argue about it. They'll be like, she's single because her standard is too high, or no, she's single by choice, or she's the red flag. Like, there must be something wrong with her. That's why she's single and never had a boyfriend. I will say dating's like the one thing that I've never really talked about on the internet, about my dating life or dating stories that I've had in the past. And it's gonna stay that way. But I will say the reason I've opened up about never having a boyfriend on here is because I think it helps a lot of people. Like, you could just look in the comment sections of everyone being like, oh my gosh, I relate to this. This makes me feel seen and feel better about my circumstances. But to answer the question of why I've never had a boyfriend, I feel like This is going to be a really sucky answer that you're not looking for, but I really think it just hasn't been meant to be for me. I will say I have gone on dates before. Obviously, I've gone on dates before and I've had talking stages, but they just ended because it wasn't meant to be. Right now, I'm focusing on me and I'm not going on dates and I'm not answering DMs and I'm literally focusing on me 100%. And if I happen to find the perfect person, I'm not going to push them away. Like, obviously, I would give them a chance, but I'm not actively looking for it right now. Like, could I take a back road right now? Of course. I could go on my DMs and I could just go on a million dates and download a dating app and, like, force a relationship because I don't want to be single. I could do that. Or I can just focus on myself, get myself right, and reach my goals that I have for myself, and then the relationship will come after that. I don't think there's any wrong way to do it. I think everybody is on their own journey and own path, and everyone knows what's best for them. And yeah, that's just the way I'm doing it.
When a woman says, "I'm focusing on myself," it's almost always because the men she wants don't want her. And with the ones she's not attracted to, she still accepts the date, but just for a free meal. It's not self-growth, it's a strategy to buy time. The problem is that many believe they're at 10 and only go after guys in the top 10%, but because their standards are so high, almost no man measures up. Meanwhile, the years go by, and even though they think they can wait forever, the reality is different. The wall doesn't forgive.
Interlinked.
Do you long for having your heart interlinked? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Do you dream about being interlinked?
Interlinked.
What's it like to hold your child in your arms? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Do you feel that there's a part of you that's missing? Interlinked.
Interlinked.
Within self.
If you're in your 20s and never had a boyfriend, listen up. If TikTok taught us one thing, it's that boy air is a real thing. I am about to turn 27 years old and have never had a boyfriend, and I can say with full confidence that I have become hotter because of it. So don't stress. Every year you don't have a boyfriend is every year you're going to get so hot, it will be sickening.
Like, why would I want to go to work and then come home to a man that wants to freak me, and then I might even have to cook and clean, or we even may make some kids, so now I have to go to work, come home to the man and some kids, and then I have to cook and clean, and then I have to freak the man to please him, when all I could do was just go to work and go home to myself and pay my own bills and live in peace.
The problem with women who fall for the radical feminist narrative is that they're sold the idea that being in a relationship is oppression. They think a man won't show them affection, won't take care of them, will never help them. But the reality is different. There are plenty of men who cook, clean, take care of the home, and still get labeled as oppressors. The truth is, today, there are single men living better than many women. Tidy homes, stability, peace. But these women remain trapped in the belief that being with a man means being a slave, while their lives in solitude are empty, routine, and without purpose. That's why, while they run from building a life as a couple, many end up facing the same outcome. The wall doesn't forgive.
I'm 24 years old, and I've never had a boyfriend. Never been in a relationship. And at this point, it's starting to become a problem. Like, at this point, I'm at the point where it's like, why? Not what's wrong with me, because there's nothing wrong with me. And even if it was, it doesn't matter. Because I done seen what you can deem the ugliest person with a significant other. Whatever you deem the worst looking in this world that could possibly happen has had a significant other. It's not looks. It's not personality, because it's niggas like Donald Trump that is married. It don't matter what you look like, how you act. There is a million people on this earth that's been in a relationship. At this point, I'm a 24-year-old woman, and I have nothing more to give. At this point, I just don't know. Like, I need someone to tell me something. Someone need to tell me something. Like, is there a sign that it's becoming like, it's becoming unhinged at this point. Like, because at this point now, it's like when I do get my first relationship, which So hopefully 2025. When I do get in said relationship, is that even going to be the one that's going to be my marriage? And I'm almost going to be 25 years old. That's not even going to be my one. I already know. Like, I'm a realist. Come on. You think my first relationship is going to be the only one? Now I'm going to be a 24-year-old going through her first official real breakup. Like, I've been with it's been stages, but like a real breakup, real relationship, real deal spiel. I'm going to be a 24-year-old girl going through what she should have went through when she was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, I'm not going for that. I don't want that. But I have no choice. Hopefully it's a one and done, but let's be realistic. The first nigga I date, I won't be his first. And most likely he won't be my last. So I'm going to be 24, 25 maybe. If that.
In short, you've got a hard sell. Want some advice? Then change your approach. Stop expecting men to chase you and take the initiative yourself. Just saying hello and starting a conversation might be enough to get someone interested in you. One of my favorite sayings is, if you want things to happen, you have to put yourself in the position for the universe to give them to you. And that applies to everything in life.
Women.
So I'm 28 and I've never had a boyfriend or been in a relationship. I've seen some of these videos going around on TikTok and I really want to join in on the conversation because I got some things to say as well on this topic. I used to be so incredibly embarrassed about the fact that I never had a boyfriend, that I'd never been in a serious relationship, and I'll be 29 in 2 months and still nothing. I thought I would share with you guys like the best 5 or so lessons and things I've learned while trying to navigate having never been in a relationship and getting close to 30. Number one thing, and this is so much easier said than done, but you cannot measure your life and compare it to your friends' lives. What I mean by that is, like, I live in the South. I am the only single friend in my close friend group. And I have had to learn time and time again that it is going to get me nowhere if I continue to compare my life to their lives. Now, the second one sounds a little cliche, but I think it's incredibly important, is to not enter into a relationship unless you actually want to be in that relationship, not just in a relationship. Make sure you're dating somebody that you actually want to date and you see a future with, and not because you feel like you have to check something off and tell people that you've had a relationship before. I have chased guys that treated me like absolute garbage because I just wanted to check off a box that said I had been in a relationship or something similar to a relationship. I have to say, while I love my married friends and I love my friends who are in relationships, do not listen to them when they tell you that it'll happen when you least expect it. They mean well, they mean that in the kindest way. It is incredibly not helpful and will just leave you mad. So just throw that logic out the window. It's not helpful and I don't even believe it's true. Sometimes it absolutely sucks to be single. There have been times that I have been so sad and truly depressed over the fact that I'm single that I have just felt like, this is it, I'm gonna die alone, this is it for me. And it can be so hard to get out of that headspace, but I just want to remind you that your singleness is actually such a gift if you look at it that way. It can be really hard to look at it that way, but if you look at it like something that you will actually never get back once you actually do get in a relationship, then you kind of begin to cherish it a little bit more. Another piece of advice I will say that I don't know if I've heard a lot of people say is surround yourself with single people. If you feel like all your friends are married, figure out a way to surround yourself with single people, whether that's Bumble BFF, whether that's joining a club, whether that's whatever. Go find fellow single people, and not just to date them, but just to be around other single people. I swear it'll help. The last thing I'll say is don't think you need to change something about yourself physically before you get into a relationship. Whoever you end up with, if that's your person, they are going to love you whatever stage of life that you are at, whatever body you have. Remember that.
Before social media and dating apps, a woman would meet only a few men, classmates, guys from college, work, or her own community. At most, 30 potential candidates before turning 30, and from there, she'd choose her husband. Today, with dating apps, she can talk to 300 or more. And while that sounds like more opportunities, the truth is, it actually worked against them. After seeing so many attractive, successful men from the top 20%, many women start to believe they deserve someone like that. But those men have hundreds of options, and they're not choosing them. And of course, feminism played its part. It discouraged many men from approaching women, and others simply walked away. The result? Women stuck in false expectations, alone at 30, some without ever having had a partner, yet still convinced that everything's fine. When in reality, time doesn't forgive, and neither does the wall. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think is the reason why so many women have never had a boyfriend? What's your opinion on women reaching their 30s without a partner? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.